Hello YouTube, Kent here. Hope everyone is doing fine. Haven't done a video for a time now. It's because it's been a lot at work, so a lot of things happening around me right now with the kids in school. But I have to comment on the job report that just came out in the US. I mean, I think they added 450,000 jobs or something like that to the workforce, but there was only 42,000 jobs created in the private sector. The rest was government spent jobs, and those private jobs that were created is due to all the money they've been spending in the economy for since the crisis began. So the recovery is not really there. Everybody who's on YouTube watching these channels knows that it's a bubble that can't last forever. And here in Sweden, it's been for this week a lot of talk about the US debt. I mean, it's $13 billion with a derivative. It's enormous money we're talking about. So there is no way for the US or the whole economy in West to pay back the debt. I mean, I think it's 90% of the GDP that is the debt for the year in the US, so it's not looking good at all. So, and 40 million people are collecting food stamps in the US. Just it's more every month. So the whole picture, if you look at it, it's just the guys at Bloomberg and CNBC that try to get the people to spend money on the stocks and stuff like that. They're just painting up a picture that's not really there, because everybody who knows the history knows that all fiat money and the monetary system falls in the end, and the things we're going through now in the world, and especially in the US and the Western Europe countries, it's really sick. I mean, we've been spending so much money, so you compare from the 70s to now. I'm just thinking about my kids. They want everything, they're gonna have everything, and when they wake up to the reality, I'm really scared for the next generation, because we have to live a different kind of life in the future. So because they have to get used to less. And you can say what you want about the peak oil, but if that's going to be a reality in the near future, it's going to affect the economy too in a very bad way. So I'm not a doom gloomer, but if you add everything together, it's not a bright picture really. And in Europe, of course, Hungary went out now and said that they're in a severe economic crisis, and if one country is going down, I think the domino effect is going to be crazy in Europe, with Spain, Portugal, Ireland, and even Great Britain. So it's hanging on a really thin ice cap right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming months. And with all this stuff going on in the world right now, it's very vulnerable situation in North Korea. One misstep could lead to a confrontation, and in Iran, Israel have sent the submarines there. It's very vulnerable right now. One incident could lead to everything just exploding. So it's really terrifying times. And on that, the BP problem in the Gulf, that's really crazy. So locally here in Sweden, I can't say we've been affected, but I think we went through this bank crisis earlier in Sweden and learned a lot from it, and the Swedish government has really tried to have a really hard grip on the economy during this crisis. So I think we're in pretty good shape. But of course, if US get affected and we get a double dip recession, and the countries in Europe is going to get problem, of course Sweden is going to be dragged on it too. But I think Sweden has learned a lesson from the 90s, so we're in a little bit better shape. So, and believe it or not, Saab, the Swedish car, has been selling cars again. So some positive news out there, but still it's shaky grounds. There's a lot of things going on around the world with the economy, and frictions in the Middle East, and the thing with Israel last week was really crazy. I mean, I have an idea. Why don't they move Israel to Alaska? I mean, they have a lot of space there, so then we can skip all the problems. And I don't think you can. It's been going on for 40, 50 years now. There's been a war for a very long time, and it's not going to settle for a very long time in front of us. So, but I don't think you can threaten people or do anything like that to solve the situation. I only think it's a situation where you can get the Palestine, Gaza, and start working as a function economy, and you can make people get hope. That's the only thing you can get a solution to everything. So, but I don't think they want a solution. As I said, the elite is running their own show, and they more or less want to see the economy crash and maybe a war to be able to come up with a great solution, one world government and stuff like that. I think that's their plan, and if they can do it, I don't know, but future owner's gonna tell. But the jobs report, really bad. I mean, wake up, America. It's not that good as you think. There's some rocky roads ahead. Take care. Gonna be back soon with another video. Have a nice one. Bye.